What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome you to another collectible guide for the Quarry. Last time I showed you guys where the tarot cards are. In this video, I'm going to be showing you where all of the evidence can be found in this game. Just like the beginning of the last video and the beginning of every other collectible video that I'm going to be doing for this game from here on out. If you guys want to see a excellent guide that shows you how to get all the trophies, the platinums, the collectibles in 3 to 4 solid runs, I would recommend checking out MD's channel. He has a in-depth guide that shows you how to get the platinum for this game pretty quickly. I wish I would have known about it before, but I guess I didn't. I didn't while I was recording this. I kind of just hastily jumped into this and was just like, I'm gonna play through this game again and again and again, and I played through it 3 or 4 fucking times. But yeah, we're gonna be showing the evidence now, or I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get all the evidence now. A prerequisite here, one thing that you have to do in chapter 1 when they give you the option to screw with the vehicle, which is basically like the one thing that kind of like sets this story into motion. You're gonna have a choice between whether or not you want to steal the rotor arm or break the fuel line. You're going to want to steal the rotor arm here. The reason being is because there is something that happens later on in chapter 3. You won't be able to pick up the evidence if you do not steal the rotor arm. So this is like the one thing that is like required before you start hunting down all of the evidence in this game. But there are 10 pieces of evidence in this game. 1 per chapter, which is pretty easy. I mean, the evidence is like, I would say, the easiest part about the collectibles in this game. So go ahead and take that rotor arm. You're going to get the whole path chosen thing. And don't worry, I will show you guys in my different outcome videos what happens if you choose to break the fuel line. There is dialogue in this video that I'm straight up just going to talk over. I mean, I really don't care because I just want to get these videos done. But pretty much every single time you pick up this piece of evidence in this game, there's dialogue. So I'm just going to be talking over it because I want to describe to you guys where it is, where you have to go to get the evidence. But in chapter 1, when you're playing as Abby here, you're going to want to come to like the middle of this area to this tree here, and there's going to be an empty vial sitting in the tree, and like this like little hole in the tree, and it's the werewolf's blood, which is really, really interesting. You could like totally find that on your first playthrough and have like no idea what it is, but if you come back through a second time, you'll see that and be like, oh shit, it was kind of like a foreshadowing thing. So here in chapter 2, when you come into this room, and Jacob grabs the beer and holds the door for you, as soon as you have control of Emma, you're gonna want to check out the torn bags in the corner of the room. I don't know why I took so long to like fucking move here, but yeah, basically you come over here to the corner and there are going to be these torn bags. I actually found these in my playthrough because they're really difficult to miss. They're like not hard to miss at all. It's like right fucking there. One thing I really do want to try out that I really wish I could have tried out. I'm not going to because I'm never going to replay this game probably like ever again, or if I do, it won't be for another few years. But I wish I would have tried out to see what happens if you like straight up just avoid picking up the shotgun in this room. But yeah, that's the evidence number 2, chapter 3. This is why you want to steal the rotor arm here, because if you steal the rotor arm during this section where Jacob hears Abby in the gunshot, he drops the rotor arm in the water, and the game gives you the choice as to whether or not you want to help Abby or dive in. You're going to want to dive in here because there's this whole scene that basically plays out, and Emma's going to be like, Jacob, where the hell are you, freaking asshole? I know she says dick. But there are a series of actions that you're going to want to follow here, but as long as you do what I do, you'll get this evidence no problem. I really wish the underwater sections weren't as janky in this game, but for some reason, this game, even though it came out 7 years after Until Dawn, it still has like a little bit of that Until Dawn jank in it. So you're going to want to grab the rotor arm, I believe there's going to be a quick time event here. Yeah, you're going to want to pass this quick time event. Don't fail it. Grab the rotor arm, and then when he swims back up, you're going to see this body in the water. I don't know how he didn't see that before, but Jacob is pretty incompetent, to be honest. So now we're going into chapter 4 here. When Emma comes into this house here, this tree house or whatever, on the island, the game's going to give you the choice as to whether or not you want to check out the trap door or search the bags after this dialogue is done. But you're clearly going to see that someone has been here with all the stuff laying around, and there's a noise that happens, up in the trap door, and I don't know how Emma isn't fucking shitting herself at this point in the game, but whatever. I guess she's doing it for the viewers, just like I'm doing this for my viewers. But yeah, maybe that's why I like Emma so much. She's so she has to turn everything into she has to turn everything into content, basically, and I'm the same way, if that makes any sense. I don't know what I'm saying. It's like 1:43 a.m. in the morning right now as I'm doing this, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to scrap this commentary. So if I stutter a lot, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is what you guys are going to get with these videos. I've already put enough work into these as, and I have to do another video showing you guys where all 40 of the clues are. But yeah, there's just you have to sit through a little bit here, this cutscene. But yeah, now she looks a little scared. But once she opens up the trap door and does her whole one-liner thing here, you're gonna want to tase the werewolf, and then take a picture of him, and then that picture that you take of the werewolf is going to be your evidence for this chapter. And because if you choose to just open up the trap door, what happens is the werewolf straight up just jumps down and kills you because you don't have anything to defend yourself with. So now we're going into chapter 5 when you're heading towards the radio hut here, the radio shack. There are going to be claw marks on this little AC, or above this little AC unit thing. So slowly walk up the stairs, and as soon as you get here, Dylan is going to notice the claw marks, and he's going to take his phone out and take a picture of them, just like Emma did with the werewolf earlier. And super, super easy, super, super straightforward. I don't know if you could have seen these before as Abby. Maybe you could have, but I don't think you could have actually looked at them. So here in chapter 6, in the very, very beginning, when you're playing as Jacob and you're going across this boardwalk here, you want to go all the way to the end in the right corner, and there's going to be this camera sitting here. You're going to want to pick up the camera, and basically the evidence is going to be whatever the hell is on this memory card. I don't know if they ever clear it up in the the credits or anything, what's on this memory card, but yeah, still, that's the evidence for this chapter. So Jacob's just going to take that, and he's literally going to put it in his fucking underwear because he's not wearing anything else. My dude is pretty much stripped aside from the boxers that he's fucking wearing, but they make it look like he puts it in his pocket. So chapter 7 here, when you have control of Laura and you're searching the police station, you're going to come here into the corner. This is right next door from the room where the computer is, where you can listen to the podcast and all of that, the Bizarre Yet Bonafide. You're going to find this cease and desist letter for the podcast, and that's going to be the evidence for this chapter. Chapter 7, again, is the longest chapter in the game. This is straight up an hour-long chapter. So now we're in chapter 8 here. This is after the tarot card that you find in this chapter. You're going to go up these stairs. There's going to be a little part where the catwalk fucking goes and you have to make a jump for it, but once you make it up here to the top, you're going to come into the corner, and there's going to be scarred flesh here on the floor that you can pick up. She straight up just picks it up with her fucking hands, which is nasty as hell. So yeah, that's the evidence for this chapter. Now we're going into chapter 9, when Ryan gets stabbed, and they give you control of Ryan, you're going to come here into the corner of the room, and you're going to find a letter from Kaylee addressed to her grandmother, I believe, and that's going to be the evidence for this chapter. He opens it up all slowly and shit, but yeah, I chose to leave the knife in this time because, you know, there's some interesting choices that occur in chapter 9. Chapter 9 is like the one chapter in the game where like the choices can like be dramatically different, or like the outcomes from the choices you make can be dramatically different. Yeah, chapter 9 is definitely my favorite chapter in the game, to be honest, if you ask me. So now we're going into chapter 10. As Caitlin here, you're going to do, you know, there's a lot of exploring here. There's going to be a lot of clues here that I'm going to have to show in my clue video. You're going to go past the painting here in the opposite direction of where the tarot card is. And you can't get into this room unless you do a certain action in, what's it called? The 5th chapter. I'm just going to tell you guys right now. When you come across Bobby, you're going to want to pass the first QuickTime event. When she walks up the door to listen to it, you're going to want to fuck up the next 2 QuickTime events on purpose. Bobby is then going to throw a blood at your face. Then you're going to shoot him with your gun, and that is going to unlock that door for you. I'm going to show that in the clue video in depth, but yeah, if you guys are confused about that at all, you can refer to that video that I'm going to be uploading soon. So there's all the evidence. If you guys enjoy this, please comment, rate, subscribe, and next time on the Quarry, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get all of the clues. So I will see you guys then. Peace.